All right, my friends. So I'm curious. Why do we treat ourselves in a way that we would never treat other people? Talk shit to them, make them feel that they're not good enough, gaslight them, have imposter syndrome with them and tell them they're not good enough, smart enough, all that kind of stuff, right? We try to encourage and support our friends, everybody else around us, strangers for crying out loud. And yet when it comes to ourselves, we do not share the same kind of self-care, right? We are not kind to ourselves. And this is particularly true when it comes to that inner critical voice. A lot of times we're kind of like, geez, I could have lost a bit of it. But that inner critic, when it starts to hold you back from your goals, that to me is the deadly one. You can have critical thoughts of yourself, but if they don't affect you from moving forward, then, you just kind of brush it off. I'm talking about those critical thoughts that hold you down back and stop you from moving towards what you want. All right. So when you listen to that bully, you start to believe it. And then it starts to ingrain into your brain and it becomes a computer program. So even when you try to think to not do it, you can't stop yourself. All right. And I just want to let you folks know I'm coming to you live from Las Vegas right now. So if you see me start to break out a sweat, I'm sitting out on my little deck here and just enjoying life. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of inner critic even about that with myself. Do I go? Don't I go? And I thought, you know what? I have to trust myself, be safe, and do all the things that I need to. So yeah, you're getting a little bit of a different studio today. All right. So if you've been watching this, if you haven't been, we are about week 4 now into this, about talking about steps to overcome our inner critic. All right. So it doesn't matter if you watch the other ones, you can go back and check show notes right at the top in the group, which will show you a linked post or pinned post that will tell you exactly where the previous viewings are. But don't worry about it. If you're just joining me today is a great day to be here. All right. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Zandra, and I have been in the business of growing people for about 30 years. And what do I mean that? Helping people to have the tools to become the best that they can, helping people to dream again while sharing my journey about my personal development, my professional development journey. So I love that you are here and watching this. Thank you for being here today. Alrighty. And what are we going to be talking about today? Last week, we talked about acknowledging our inner critic. Week before that, we talked about, and the past 2 weeks, about identifying where does this voice come from? Where did we start thinking about this about ourselves, and why? Because the fact is, you're not the same person that you were when you were 8, 18, 28, 48. You are not the same person that you were yesterday. So it's time to start acknowledging, digging deep about, you know what, I can change. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about me, whatever they say about me. I'm feeling pretty stinking good. All right. So it's really about overcoming this voice so that we can keep moving forward. But we have to start at that first step, which is acknowledging it. So what's our second step? Refuting our critical thoughts. And what does that mean? We have these thoughts, and if we just continue to believe them without putting the brakes on it and saying, hold up, mister, that ain't true, because that's what we do to our friends. If you were to think about your communication process with your friends, what do you say? Oh my gosh, wait a minute. You did really good on that last assignment that we worked on. Are you kidding me? You're a great parent. You're a great friend. They will start to give you examples. They won't just go, oh no, you're awesome. They will start to give you specific examples of why you are a great person and how that critical thought of yours is incorrect. We need to start doing that for ourselves. All right. So what is that? We need to identify our patterns. So that means identifying patterns of harmful messaging. So hearing what we're saying to ourselves, just starting to pay attention. Because we must know what the specific beliefs that we have, the specific message is going through our head. And messages lead to beliefs about ourselves, and then beliefs lead to actions. All right. And so whatever you start to go, yeah, I guess I'm not good enough. I guess I'm not good enough. Well, that's what's going to start to permeate, and you are going to start to make that manifest in your life. So if you can start to forgive yourself, be a little gentler with yourself, realize that a lot of those past unhealthy patterns, those messages that were planted in you as a child, you are still perpetuating today, and allowing them to grow and infect everyone around you. So if you're that person saying, oh my God, I just, these people trigger me and they know how I am. And if they would just start getting their shit together, my friend, if you want your world to be better, you need to start getting your shit together. I need to start getting my shit together. We need to start controlling our emotions. And that's really what this is about. It's not about letting your beliefs about yourself, your incorrect beliefs about yourself, or even your real beliefs about other people, color the way you act and the way you show up every day. Because that's where people make their judgments about you, right? If you're wondering like, geez, why I'm trying to make these changes in my life and I'm not getting any help, or I'm not getting the support I need, or I thought this would be easier. I need you to look at yourself. Are you making it easy for people to help you? Are you open to being supported? Are you open to not being triggered by everybody and freaking out on everybody that comes towards you? Come on, you know this, my friend. You know this deep inside of you, right? Are you allowing people to control your emotions? And that's where a lot of our critical thoughts come from, is other people putting their bad medicine on us. So it's time. You owe it to yourself. You deserve this, but also the rest of us deserve it too, for you to be the best that you can be. How do we do this again? Pay attention, write it down. Don't just think it, because then it'll goes in and out of your head and you forget it. And it's really hard to start to change the pattern unless you get it down on paper. And really look at even bad conversations with people that you wish it would have been different. I want you to write it down. What could you have done differently? How could you have navigated through it so that you both had a more positive interaction? Look for patterns in your words. And if there's a common theme, are you always the victim and everybody else is the one who's against you and you're just awesome? I'm sorry, I'm awesome most of the time, but I'm not always awesome. I'm a drama llama. I create shit in my environment. I try to control and change other people's opinions if I don't like them. So I'm right in this with you. But I also have to stop myself and go, is this helping any? Or am I just creating more drama in the world? So I need to really look at my common themes. And also, when I'm constantly the victim, what happens is people will just start to treat me when you go, why are always people kicking at me? Why am I always the human toilet for everyone? Because you've taught them that that's who you are. You might be the person that's like, oh, that's too bad, so that you're always in a drama about their problems. Or you allow them just to take it and you will react in a certain way, which they go, oh, I knew you'd act this way. And that's why I don't like you. And that's why I don't trust you. And maybe catch yourself. Are you talking to this person in a way that's not serving them, and that maybe you should be a little gentler or a little harder? That's all I'm saying. What's your community with others, but also internally with yourself, right? Because then you can use this information to refute your thoughts. So what are the process for refuting our thoughts? Well, let's get down to those details. So what are my steps to refute my thoughts? Okay, so we're going to have 4 quick steps for you here. 1, defend yourself. When you catch yourself, defend yourself. Stop it. You need to purposely go, no, there you go, Zad again. There you go again, Zad. You're not stupid. You're not, you're going to do this great presentation, because I do. I beat myself up to even before I start these lives. What if I'm not ready enough? What if I mix my words up? What if no one gives a shit of what I'm saying? What I have to do is stop myself and go, you know what? First of all, it doesn't matter. I'm doing this for me. I love doing this. So that's my big why. Is it's almost a video diary for me. It's like a video blog about how I'm feeling in my life, what I'm learning. So I need to really be clear on my why I'm doing this. Second of all, it is to connect with people and to provide maybe my little 2 cents that maybe will help other people. Alrighty, so I need to stop that and just go, no, Zan, it's going to be great. And you've done great ones before. You've had great feedback. So I have to stop myself. Does that mean I'm perfect? No, and I don't pretend to be. And I can't allow my brain to be, if this isn't perfect, then it's not worth doing. That's bullshit. We need to stop that. And because we need to think of at least one statement why it's not true. We need to offer evidence based on what we know. And this may also go asking somebody else, if you're really stuck and you can't think, phone a friend, right? Find a lifeline, somebody that you've worked with, somebody that you know that can honestly say, are you kidding me? You did this thing, a thing, the thing, many things. And then you have to try to soften this all or nothing thinking that either I'm perfect or it's going to be shit. I have to stop that. For me, this is a work in progress. Every single day, every single time I do this, I get a little bit better. And I have a friend who, thank you, my dear friends out there, but I have one who, her and her husband know a lot about videography, and let me know if you need some professionals in your life. I'd love to direct them to you. But she isn't allowed. But I know when we do talk, she goes, Zan, this is what I see is good. This is what you're working on. It's gotten way better. And she gives me some really great professional feedback. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. So I don't just look for people to say, oh, you're the best, Zan. I really do want quality information that's going to help me so that I don't have to be an imposter, that I can feel the best that I can be. All right. But I really have to stop worrying about being perfect and really defend myself, look after myself like I would do a friend. And that's it. Think about how you would treat others if they came to you with a whole bunch of negativity about themselves. I already started talking about this next step. Remember your past successes. So you need to step out of the moment right now when you're freaking out or beating yourself up. I had another situation the other day, and I have another person in my life who was like, no, Zan, I think you've got to stop being so rough on yourself. This is the time frame wasn't long enough. You could have done it better. What would you have done better next time? And I told her, and it felt better to make it happen. She also started asking me, what would you have liked to have done? Well, geez, I would have liked to have done it this way. So I looked at, almost doing a gap analysis. What was it like now? And what would I have done before, right? But also looking at my past challenges, my past successes. When did I have a similar problem like this before? And what did I do to deal with it? And they've all been dealt with, right? Even if it wasn't like, oh, I'm not friends with that person anymore. At the end of the day, it's still dealt with. It's not this wound in my life. I've moved on. So we need you to get past that. And when you look at your past successes and remember them, it gives you evidence and proof that you can succeed. You've done it before, you'll do it again, right? And it builds confidence for you to move forward. Third step, be your own cheerleader. It's the same as remembering your past successes, but it's honestly to say, you can do this. You are smart enough, good enough, and doggone it, people like you. It's about saying, you know what? This doesn't have to be perfect. Every day is that's how you learn. This is learning for me. Showing up every single time and sharing and trying to get over my ums and ahs and thinking about what are those little verbal tics that I have. Alrighty then, that's one of them. I say that, and like I said, I joke about it, but I really don't like it. So I focus. Do I beat myself and go, oh my God, I said it again? No, I just go, I'm really looking at my gendered language, trying to be more inclusive with my language. Am I perfect at it? No. But the people I care about, I hope you know that I'm doing my darn best, right? Because it's new, but I'm learning. So that's what I need to do, as I really need to really get rid of this negative self-talk. I need to build myself up. I need to say, and so do you, you know it. I love you. I know you're amazing. I'm your best friend, baby. And I'm going to tell you every day, you can do it. I don't care who you were yesterday, what you did last week. You are different today. All right. Don't you forget it. You are stronger, more powerful. You're like, again, I'm showing my age, but the $6 million man, if anyone's seen that, right? He got hurt and then they built him back with all these bionic parts. You are that. You are the bionic woman. You are the bionic person. You are going to be better, faster, stronger, kinder, more gentle, loving, and happier than you were yesterday. So think about, how would I talk to a friend in the same situation? And don't think it's going to happen overnight. It's just like positive affirmations. That's why we tell you to say them over and over and over again, because you need to practice them. You need to take time. And then that final thought, reframe your thoughts. So you need to replace reframe your thoughts. So replace your thoughts, reframe your thoughts. You need to replace whatever negative stories you're telling self with a bit kinder, gentler versions of it. It's not about going from saying, oh, I hate myself to, oh, I'm the best ever, because that doesn't feel authentic. It's about what would that tiny little smallest thing that you could start to say to yourself to start to change it. So for me, it's, oh my God, I'm such a procrastinator, which I think, do you feel that way? Do you ever say that to yourself? Oh my God, I'm such a procrastinator. What I have to say to myself, because what happens is I start to beat myself up and I go, oh God, you do this all the time. What I need to say is, you know what? You have procrastinated in the past, but you've also gotten stuff done even when you procrastinated. What's the smallest step that you can do right now? Because you know what? You have done it before, even when you procrastinated. So you are a doer. Where do I need to start? What is the tiniest, smallest thing I can start to do to motivate myself to move forward? So you really need to think about it, okay? You need to remind yourself that things change, you change, the world changes. And then if you really get stuck, you need to go to who loves you. You need to reach out for that reassurance and that love from those people around you who know you the best, okay? And that's where we start. This may seem like, oh, phooey, Zan. No, you know it's true. You have to start with these strategies to really kickstart your confidence, to start helping you say, karate chop that inner voice and say, be gone. I neither require nor desire your inner critic to approve of what you do. And that's the same with people around you. For some of you, there's an inner critic and it's tied to that external critic. You need to tell them, not necessarily physically, you need to tell them in your mind, you do not pay my bills. And if they do, you really need to start thinking about who's in your life. You don't pay my bills. You don't put a roof over my house. You don't put food in my mouth. Why would I give a shit what you think? And really, that's the same with the inner critic. They're not trying to help you move forward. That voice is not trying to make you a millionaire by making you move towards your business goal, that next big thing. It's trying to keep you poor and it's trying to keep you stuck. So if you want to make that change, you need to start practicing more. And I promise you, it will get easier. And then you say, oh my gosh, Zan, I want this so bad in my life. Why do I start? Well, you go back and watch all the videos in this series and you watch them over and over again. You go over and check out my YouTube page, Zandra Ross, where you're going to find a whole bunch of more trainings on different parts and aspects of your life to start to build yourself up. All right. Or if you're really ready to get going and you're like, I want to create this change in my life for myself or for my team, my organization, then you're going to book a call with me and you're going to set up a free consultation, 30 minutes just to check out, is coaching for you? Can I assist you and your team? Because I can't help everybody. But if you are the right fit, if we are the right fit for each other, we're going to be a great fit. I promise you, I won't bullshit you. If it's not a fit, I'll refer you out, or I'll try to refer you to some videos or some other things that can support you. All right. I will not leave you. And I would love for you to follow this series. So you can go check out the pinned post at the top of this page. Let us know you're watching each episode and let us know what you think about it. What are you doing to move forward? You can use this when I tell you to write things down. Maybe you go, I'll never do that. Then write it in the comments. This group is meant to be a support group. It's meant to be for us to work together. If you don't let me know what's going on, I cannot help you, my friends, and make every single week a little bit more efficient and effective. And then if you want it, let me know. I also have a Challenging Your Inner Critic ebook and a workbook that you can write down, copy your thoughts down. There's way more content than what I'm telling you in these 20-minute sessions. So please reach out and just say that you want the workbook, the ebook. Private message me if you want to. Private message Amy if you need it. And just let us know what we can do to support you. Because, my darlings, today is the first day of the rest of your life, and you deserve better. If you want more, it's time for you to reach out more. All right. And if you really want to show your love, please go share this group with your friends and family. You can't share this. If you see it on one of my other channels, if you're in this group or you're watching it out somewhere else in YouTube and you go, Zan, I want more of this, please come and join my free Facebook group, Leadership Strategies for Ambitious Professionals, and it's for everyone. To me, if you are in charge of your life or you want to be in charge, you're a pro, baby, and that's why I called it this group. Doesn't mean that you have to be supervising people or what have you. It's about people who want to take their life to the next step, right? To the next level, to start feeling that. So, oh my God, I'm so glad that you made it today. I love you. I want this for you so freaking bad. So please let me know what I can do to support you to make these every single day more valuable for you. All right. And like I said, share the free Facebook groups, Leadership Strategies for Ambitious Professionals. If you're watching this out in the world, please come and join my group. I would love to have you there. All right. Take care, folks. Mwah. We will talk to you soon. Have a fantastic day.